everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to day 678 of trying a new makeup product every day. Today I'm trying out the Almay Intense Eye Color Party Brights Eyeshadow Trio for green eyes. This is number 1. It says all day wear powder shadow. And so I actually found this at the Dollar Tree, which feels very lucky because you can currently buy this from Walmart for $6.99. And I have tried out a couple of these palettes before, and I just think they're so fun. They really simplify an eyeshadow look because it tells you exactly where to apply the shadows. And on the back here, it has instructions that says, well, I'll open it up, I'll swatch them, then we'll follow the instructions. But the instructions are kind of funny because it's not the way that I would apply the shadows if I was applying them on my own. So cute packaging. It does come with a little sponge applicator here, but let me go ahead and swatch each shade. These all look to be shimmery shades. Ooh, that's actually a really nice highlight shade. Ooh, pretty metallic. I guess that's supposed to be the crease shade, but I really like that as like an outer corner shade. And then you get a shimmery gold shade that I also think is a pretty highlight shade. So I like each shade here, but from first impression from swatching, I mean, you can see they're not super pigmented, but I also just don't think that these are the shades that I would choose for these purposes, like a metallic dark purple shadow for the crease. It's not something that I would have thought of. But you know what, I'm gonna try out the palette the way it's meant to be. So I am gonna follow the instructions and I'm going to apply the colors where it says to because they probably know better than I do. And I am gonna go ahead and apply my eyeshadow primer, but only to one eye so that we can test the difference. Since these shadows swatched not very pigmented, I'm hoping that this eyeshadow primer will actually really help make the eyeshadows appear more pigmented, more sparkly, shimmery. And I'm just using my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, which is my go-to eyeshadow primer. So I will have my review video of that linked down below if you want to see it. Okay, so the instructions say to apply the bottom shade all over the lid. So since this is a sparkly shadow, I'm going to apply it with my finger. They do have more of a powdery, chalky texture. Ooh, actually this went on pretty nicely onto that primer. I feel like it went on more pigmented than when I swatched it, so that actually looks like a really pretty gold. It's not looking super even right now, so I'm trying to kind of layer it up to get it to look more even, but it still isn't getting quite even. See how it applies to the eye without the primer. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're zoomed in a little bit because you need to see the difference. Like, this has so much less pigment when applied without the primer. Like the difference, these look like two completely different eyeshadows. Like this one performs nice, like you can see the gold. This one is super subtle. I'm going in with my third layer right now. Wow, I am really amazed by the difference that wearing the primer makes. And that's probably because of this being more of a cheaper eyeshadow formula, a less pigmented formula, because a lot of the eyeshadows that I've been using lately have just been very beautiful pigmented eyeshadows that you can't really see a difference with and without the primer. But gosh, this one is very noticeable. Okay, step 2, blend center shade into crease. I'm not going to use this little sponge here, the sponge applicator. I am just going to use my crease brush. So picking up the purple shade. Let's see how this does. It just comes off so much lighter than it looks in the pan. And it's very splotchy as I'm blending it out. So it's not showing up very pigmented, it's not blending very evenly. But I guess since it is more of a subtle purple, it works in the crease shade more than like an actual dark metallic purple shade would, in my opinion. I mean, people can definitely make it work. I'm sure it would look beautiful if some people were doing it. I mean, it's not a bad combo, doing the gold and the purple. I kind of like this color combination. Definitely amps up the look. Okay, and then just one more step. The third step is to sweep top shade onto brow bone to highlight. So I'm actually very happy with this highlight shade here. I think it's a great highlight shade. It's like a champagne shimmer. So that's a really nice brow shade, and that looks really good with the other two colors. It really does complete the look, I think. Yeah, I like that. I just love how quick and easy these eyeshadow looks are. So here is the finished look. All right, now let's see the difference with and without the primer. Oh, it seriously like doesn't even look like I have much eyeshadow at all on the base, like on my eyelid, on the eye without the primer. But I actually put on so much. I put on 3 layers of the shadow. Then the eye with the primer, you can definitely see much more gold on the eyelid. There's no creasing. I'm not getting any creasing in the eye without the primer either, but that's also kind of like I don't really have much eyeshadow on to even crease with, if that makes any sense. I feel like I've been a little bit spoiled lately with the eyeshadows that I've been trying out that have been just so nice. Then when I tried this one out, I'm like, okay, these are not what I'm used to. And honestly, I don't hate this eyeshadow look. I will continue using this palette, especially for that champagne highlight shade. I really do like that. But when I do use these shadows, I will definitely be using an eyeshadow primer. And so these colors are supposed to enhance green eyes. I mean, it looks kind of enhancing, like the gold with the kind of hazel gold hues to my eyes. But I think that these shades, these color combinations would look beautiful on every eye color. But I also like that this took me out of my comfort zone, and I tried mixing gold and purple, colors that I haven't really combined before, and I'm really pleasantly surprised with how they look together. So that's also what's really fun about these kind of trio eyeshadow tutorial type palettes, is that it teaches me new color combinations that I wouldn't have normally done. I tend to stick to like the same color family, or like all warm tones or all cool tones when I'm doing eyeshadow looks, but you really do not have to. So I had a lot of fun trying out this palette today. But thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see the makeup that I try every day. And I will see you tomorrow in my next video.